Jesus first. Eating knowledge, I got key consumption, Super Saiyan wannabe. I eat a peanut buzzing for your family, they ugly. You can keep your cousin, most people puzzling. You want my time is about an hour and I need 100. I seen your ship and see it sunken, missing me, she keep on cutting. She ain't keep it like a hot box of demon buckets. My demon, she seen a sucker, she bring me, so fucking if it long, I'll press hold if God calls.
Bennett. Oh, I did it. Gone immediately. I did it. What?
You didn't turn the thing this way so we could see it. We're needy, Charlie, like children.
You're needy. I haven't said anything.
That's true. That's true.
She hasn't said anything yet because she's still nervous.
You know why?
I'm not.
You know
even
why
nervous.
she? Yeah. You know why she hasn't?
Why?
She didn't hear the weather in
Oh.
Boone County, West Virginia. Which, by the way,
Virginia.
is the
Mount
final.
Mama?
This is the final Boone County. We are done with Boone County.
Take
We will
me
move on to the
home.
next BO. I assume I didn't look.
Boone
the next
County.
BO county. But the weather in Boone County is 51 degrees Fahrenheit. Precipitation is a whopping 15%. That's 7.5 times 2% in the Chatty's Black. Humidity is 85%, and the wind is 8 miles per hour. That's the weather in Boone County,
What's the humidity?
West Virginia. The humidity is up your ass.
West Virginia.
Mountain Mama. That's also a big part of the movie Alien Covenant.
Take me home.
Boone
Boone County.
Boone County is a county in the state of West Virginia. As of the 2020 census, the population was 21,809. Its county seat is Madison. Boone County is part of the Charleston, West Virginia Metropolitan Statistical Area. Leading industries and chief agriculture products in Boone County include coal, lumber, natural gas, tobacco, and strawberries. You know, all the Republican things, and strawberries.
Tobacco.
Yes. Nah, tobacco's pretty universal. Not Donkey Wiggle. It's a shithole. hey Blake. Wait,
No,
what
that's
happened to
not
your? What
Blake.
happened to normal Donkey Wiggle? Did you change it, or did you have to make a new one? Did you finally get permabanned on Twitch? What's this? What's this new name? What happened to our old trusty dusty Donkey Wiggle? And why is his listening only? But you typed. What? Why is that
only
thing next to
listening.
your? I don't understand. Anyway, Creighton, go ahead and do the thing I hate, so it's over.
Oh, you mean talk about how your other
What's the
name's
word of the
Chris?
day, you son of a
Oh,
bitch?
okay. It's fun can.
What?
Fun can.
Fun can?
Yeah.
Like FUN
But all
space
one word-
CAN?
no,
Oh, all one word. Fun can, like
Yeah.
a toucan, but a
Yeah.
fun can.
Yeah. Come on, guess. You want to.
You guess, Melissa. I don't want to guess.
I don't even have.
skeleton's favorite snack? Have you ever seen that?
No. Yes, I have.
He's like,
Ribs.
It's
Yes.
fucking ribs.
Yes, fuck.
Why must you fail me? son?
Yes.
Sorry, that's what I made me think of when I said yes.
Half of this podcast is Creighton talking to me about references only the two of us understand.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And me having to try my best to explain them so other people might think maybe it was funny 4 minutes ago before we explained it.
If we could go back on the replay and replay that, it'll be fun.
Allegedly, I threatened to molest Nick with Twitch staff in his stream. Allegedly. Jesus Christ, Blake.
Allegedly.
Anyway,
What does it mean? 'Cause I have no clue.
Yes.
it's a can that's fun.
No.
Like, what do you want from us? There's only it's so vague.
The term used to describe a fun-loving guy who never says no to a bit of fun. I don't know. I just liked it.
It's not even funny.
But
What?
no, it's not.
Charlie's face is just funny.
Just going to get some batteries and said Funkin. Oh, it's a name. There you go.
Yeah, it's like if Duncan was spelled with an F.
Ah, that's it.
We love
so
Dunkin'.
it's not a can.
You don't like Dunkin'?
Like Dunkin' Donuts?
Yeah.
Funkin'
It's okay.
Donuts. Funkin' Bonuts. I wish we knew somebody named Duncan so we could take him to Duncan. Are you out of paper towels? Melissa, how was your day?
You know how my day
Immediately
was.
throw it to you and you're like, no, don't talk to me.
You you know how my day was.
So I know that you got almost killed.
Wait, Charlie has to be in here for that. Charlie doesn't know the story.
Oh, okay. Well, then, tease it. Give it What's that? You just making mouth noises into the mic till he gets back.
Yeah.
That's where we are.
Was it very ASMR? Did you like that?
Hi. She's just been making mouth noises till you get back. She's been making mouth noises till you get back. 'Cause
Have you actually?
yeah. She said, "Is it ASMR?" She's making the same
We
jokes.
have no,
I
because
used
we
to
There
have
make-
really is a market for that.
we have a story to tell you, but I want to tell it because Creighton's not gonna tell it right.
I mean, I've always enjoyed Food Lion stories that he doesn't tell.
Okay, so today
Charles Bedford Forrest, Craytard, Tenderfoot,
This is also. We
Copenhagen
need an
issue.
intro for Food Line stories,
like a
like
little
a lion
jingle.
roaring,
No,
and
yeah.
also like a checkout counter going. Like,
Oh, we could like. Ooh, hold on.
right? This can work. It's nice, right?
Like literally a still shot of someone checking out, and like my camera is the person checking out, and you two are behind the counter doing it, telling me the story.
There's
Anyway,
a lion roar like. Roar,
that's so
yeah.
dumb. I love it.
And the eye of the
I
tiger
have to text
starts
my
playing.
Paul right now.
Okay, so are you ready?
Wait,
Yeah.
let me do a roar.
No,
Roar.
that
There
was
we go.
the worst thing
That
that's
was-
ever happened to us.
That was so shit. Anyways, so I was at work today, right?
Do the roar.
Literally had just got there, and I was outside getting buggies. I had like 4 of them, and I'm walking back to go put them up outside.
Did you almost get hit by a car?
Yes, a truck. He literally he saw me, and he just keeps flying through the parking lot. Literally, the buggies almost hit his car, and I went to go like grab the buggies, and so he almost hit me. And then he looks at me, he goes, "You can go," and I looked at him. I was like, "Just fucking go." And Creighton.
How
just,
old was this guy?
He was like in his 30s, and Creighton is literally standing inside at self checkout, just laughing at me. And Jess looks at me. She goes, "Are you okay? What happened?" And I was like, "I almost got hit by a fucking car."
I
And
saw
she
the
goes,
whole thing
"Oh."
happen. It was
And then I almost
fantastic.
got
It was
hit-
like the stars aligned because I'm not anywhere near the door, but where I was standing at, she could see me and I could
Creighton's
see her.
Creighton's like the fucking boss in like a cartoon
Right.
where nothing's like actually on the line, like your life.
Right.
You
Creighton-
could get hit
he
by a
just doesn't
car and be
care.
fine because you're a cartoon, but it's real life. But he
Yeah.
thinks everything's fake.
And then after that, I almost got hit by 2 other cars, but nobody saw
I didn't
that.
see
so.
those, so but
Like,
I also would have laughed.
This
at
lady,
those.
she literally she was staring me in my eyes and just kept driving. Like she.
Oh,
looked
that
at
was a
me
game. That was a
and
game of
kept
chicken.
driving. And so I kept walking, and I was like, "If you're gonna hit me, then hit me." And then
Hit me.
she kept driving, and I looked at her. I was like, "Be so fucking for real." And then she just kept going, but she didn't hit me.
Insert cash or select payment type.
Honestly, that's probably
Have
why
you
I was
scanned
here.
your MVP card?
The fucking Food Line medics get there and they're like, "Do you have an MVP card?" And you're like, "No." They're like, "We'll call it the normal ambulance."
We can't give you a good discount if you don't have your MVP card.
Your health insurance doesn't kick in if you don't have a Food Line MVP card.
Do you want to use a store card?
Your store card will help you like get a little bit off the alcohol used to clean your wounds.
They load you up in a to-go cart. Pull you to the back of a Food Line truck, and they're like, off to the DC, off to the distribution center
Oh Jesus Christ!
in Salisbury, 4 hours away.
It happens at the airport Food Line. They're like, "She's fucking
There's
dead."
an airport. There's an airport version of Food Line.
No, I mean the one on airport.
Oh.
You idiot.
That wasn't connecting at all in my brain. I was like,
She just gets hit and she's laying out there, and like the Food Line medics
Yeah.
show up and they're like,
So
she's
airport's a road in our town.
"Yeah,
So
we
we're-
we have Airport Road,
Yeah.
and there's a Food Line on Airport Road."
I always get so confused when people talk about Airport Road because I never know where it is. Like
Oh,
I
it's
don't
over,
know where
like,
it is.
literally
there.
Yeah, it's like right there.
It's just
over.
over that way. Some.
Yeah,
You
'cause
know-
like if you got it first,
It's honestly, it's
it's like
indescribable.
it's over like over there.
It's more of an
Yeah.
experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
Like you don't know it till you're in it.
when there's a let me go.
What are you looking for in the chat that's gonna help you
show you.
explain this?
Hold on.
Charlie's having
We're
a
almost there.
stroke.
We're almost there. Hold on.
Careful, Squidward.
Careful, Squidward. Wait.
You got it. You're good.
It's almost
you're
there.
good. You're
It's,
good.
Copenhagen said it. Wait. No. Hold on. This is gonna be worth it. I promise. This is worth all this bad podcasting. Hold on. No, it doesn't load far enough. Fuck. Never mind.
What were you
It's
looking for?
I was gonna work for. I was gonna look for the thing where he talked about the Jewish. What is it? The Jewish Muslims or something that hung out
What?
outside your food line at that one point.
Oh, the black Muslims?
The black Muslims.
Yeah.
Were they black Muslims or black Jewish Muslim? There's like it was like too
Or
many
they call 'em the black
contradictions.
Jews or something like that.
It was some ridiculous thing where they would literally like preach outside of a food line. Like the cops got called a bunch of times.
Because
'Cause they were like talking about violent overthrows
Yeah.
of shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they were
it
like
was a whole movement for a little bit.
they were like we should legitimately
mean,
destroy food line
the
or
thing
something.
is,
some
like we
crazy
went to
shit.
Virginia Beach and we ran into them.
Well, different ones.
Yeah,
they're
but
all
still,
over.
they
They're
were-
they're in LA too.
They have a uniform that they were wearing,
Yeah.
and we ran right in. I was like, oh,
It's like
I
a cult.
saw a guy with the same shirt outside my food line. He gave me
Dude.
a button, and I we got a pamphlet talking about how Jesus was black, and it was fantastic. 10 out of 10.
Dude, Creighton, you weren't there one night, but George was there, and there were these people, and there was two of them on this side of the door, and then there was one on the other side,
Yes.
so like where produce is,
Yes.
and people were so scared to walk outside because they were asking for money from people, and they were like, yeah, it's going to like to drug addicts, like that's what the money's going to, but not to help
To buy their drugs.
yeah, not to help the drug
To
addicts.
buy their drugs.
Oh yeah.
And like this lady literally was like, "Can you please like watch me walk to my car? I am so terrified right now." And I was like,
What?
"Girl,
Me
Bruh,
too.
These people.
Is
have
there an
never-
airport on Airport Road?
Yeah,
Yes.
these people have not, been to Lancaster.
No,
At all.
Lancaster's
You can-
scary.
No, you can tell, 'cause
Lancaster is scary."
like
yeah.
that shit happens all the time here, and we're just like, whatever. you
Like
know?
like people in Indian land are like, we're in Lancaster. It's like, man, sure,
you're not,
kinda,
though.
but you're
Are
not in
you?
Lancaster.
Well, that's
But
what.
are you?
Well, yeah, Indian land is like Lancaster
I
County,
know- I
but
know
it's
it
not.
is.
It's not Lancaster proper.
It's
like,
like
that's-
rich Lancaster.
That's
Lancaster proper is a fucking. We're in the weird little safe haven part where we're
Yeah.
like right now. We're like in a mile in every direction is kind of halfway safe, but literally like just right over. There's literally a street you cross. You cross one street over near airport, honestly, and you are just all of a sudden it's like, what the fuck is going on around here?
There's abandoned cars.
Shit's just on fire. There's just a
Yeah,
fire
yeah.
like on the road. It's like what the
And
fuck?
like the thing is, they're not like bad people. It's just a different walk of life. you
Yeah,
know what I
well,
mean?
Chicago. That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
That is-
Chicago does
yeah.
exist. So does Detroit.
Yeah.
shit is bad in places.
Yeah.
Dude, have you ever been to Gaffney?
I don't want to talk about Gaffney.
Who's
Yeah, if you
Gaffney?
think that Lancaster is
Gaffney's
bad,
bad.
Gaffney is so much worse.
Gaffney's
My
rough.
friend was telling me that his sister goes to Limestone, and there was a shooting like right outside of the college, probably like a few.
In
months
Oh
my-
well,
ago.
I mean, there's shootings here every night.
No, there's shootings in Gaffney so often.
In my mind, like you cross the line to Gaffney, and it's like that scene in SpongeBob where they leave the county, and like that guy's like, "All right, get out of the car, fellas."
They just take it. Oh man.
Gaffney is
Okay.
horrifying.
He's thinking
Sorry.
about the SpongeBob movie,
No, I'm
which
just
is
thinking
one of the
about all the
greatest movies ever made.
I know, I've
By
seen
the
all the
way.
SpongeBob movies.
No, I mean the first one. The first one
Yeah, I've seen
is
the
like
first one too.
probably one of my favorite movies of all time. Perfectly balanced, as all things
I
should
wanna
be,
rock.
between comedy, drama, high stakes.
That white balance on the camera is so bad for Charlie. Yeah, no, that's why I'm wearing the hat. It kind of puts some shade
Maybe if I wore a hat,
to help me a
that
little.
would be okay.
I don't think anything's
that's
helping your
gonna help you.
jaundice. Yeah, I think your jaundice is just here to stay. You can wear that hat that Jerome's wearing.
No, it's okay.
Don't take Jerome's hat.
That's
Don't
you,
take
that's
Joe's
your
hat.
thing. That's like your signature. You know what I mean?
What? That hat?
Yeah.
No, it isn't.
It is. For a while, that's all you wore doing these. remember?
Actually, I went on YouTube the other night and was looking at you guys' old podcast, and you were wearing that hat.
See? How many episodes did you watch?
I only watched like half of the.
Oh,
of
just
one
half
them.
of one? She was like, half of one, that's all I can
I went
stomach.
to
Which
bed.
one?
I don't know which one it was.
Don't.
I'm just curious. Was it one with Amanda, or was it just me and him?
It was just you guys.
Okay.
How old, give or take, do you did it say?
I think it said like.
How did you find it? Because we don't post a link that much.
Yeah, we
I
do.
looked
They're
up-
on YouTube.
I looked up Charlie's name.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
It's just
I was like-
YouTube.
I was like, well, Charlie does everything, and Charlie posted them, so I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure it would be under his name.
Exactly. It's not
That's
a
a good
hard
point.
jump to make.
You looked up his
I
legal
did
name
look
or
up.
Charlie?
Oh wait, I
looked
did
up
look up
Charlie
the
Boy.
fucking Shirts Off
Yeah.
podcast.
Dude.
This is what we have to discuss.
Yeah, we have to discuss
There
yeah,
are some
there's two
bitches.
girls. Yeah, it's two girls. Because that's
These
what I looked
fucking
up at
bi-
first.
They've
they're
al-
probably lovely women. I'm just if you ever somehow hear
Copenhagen, if you're here, they're big titty white women.
They-
but
well,
they go by
okay.
They
shirts
are
off.
big titty
this. So
white
it's
women.
actually
And
so
they're
it's
fake
not
titties.
so it's just the name of the show on a different channel. The channel has like 1,000 subscribers and it's like a sports channel. And,
Yeah.
and they do like it's like sports commentating,
Yeah.
but they call it shirts off, and their shirts aren't even off.
yeah. How
like
dare them?
how dare like look for we did
I
it
can't
as a
find it
joke.
now.
They're doing it and it's on YouTube, so that doesn't make any
and they're
sense.
getting thousands
Right.
of views, and they've only been on for like a month.
Yeah, well, that video there was like their most recent video is a month old. They only have like 7 or 8 episodes.
No, but I went back and looked for their first episode, and it's like a couple months.
Because that's what pulled up whenever I was looking for the podcast.
And that's some fucking bullshit.
yeah.
I can't find
Well,
it
the
now,
more views we
but-
get, the more it just has to grow. Which I've been putting some thought into it. I might start actually trying to do shit with the podcast, like market it and like advertise for it and shit.
I'm down. I'll do a commercial.
Well,
Oh
that's
my
not what
gosh,
I
no!
meant.
You should just like make edits and then
I
post
want
them
it-
on TikTok.
I want
See,
Like
see,
the funniest moments.
see,
so that
I
you don't
should
have to
I
listen
should
to
definitely
TikTok.
get someone to do that
So
I
you don't
want-
because
have
I'm
to
not
listen
gonna.
to Craig
Wait,
talk.
why don't you do that?
I mean,
You
I
can do your
could-
TikTok,
I-
yeah,
I-
aren't you?
Don't feel
No.
obliged.
Don't feel obliged.
Don't
to.
feel like you have
we
to do
just
that
know
at
that
all.
you
I'm-
Don't let him talk you into this.
No, well, here's my pitch. I want to do a shirts off commercial, but
I
like,
can edit, says Blake.
but like with the theme of it being an insurance commercial.
What'd you say?
I want to do I want to do a shirts off commercial, but with the theme of it being an insurance commercial.
No,
Like I'm wearing a suit.
no.
I walk
Did
up
you hear
on
me?
a-
I said no twice.
I walk up on a
I said-
wreck.
no,
and I'm
3
like,
times. I'm not saying no again, except for
Wait,
the
let me
explaining
finish,
it like
let
I
me
just
finish.
did. So now I've said the word 4 times. 3 of the times were aimed at you. One was to
This is why
explain
you're
that I'm not
being
doing
a
it
good
again.
person.
Stop with the insurance commercial.
let me finish. I walk up. There's a wreck, right? I'm like, see, this wouldn't have happened if you'd been watching shirts off.
Yeah, would have. They were driving.
Anyway.
You idiot.
And then we
Creighton,
just
that was
end
the
it right
worst
there before
idea.
anybody starts questioning it.
Great, and this is why you're not the idea person. We
It's
all
a
know
good
I'd be the
idea.
director. Well, it's not true at all. Marissa,
Wait,
No, you
wait. So do we send them a cease and desist, or what do we do?
nothing. It's not copyrighted. I mean, it's intellectual property technically because we have been doing it for so long, but
Yeah.
it's not a copyright and it's not technically the same.
we've
We
got-
are the Shirts Off
Oh
podcast.
shit, Leslie's.
They just have it called Shirts Off episode number blank. So it's technically a different name. Very loosely technically. Leslie,
Leslie.
why is your name so
well,
cool?
I like that. It's cool. It's like
I
it's
want to do that
two
with my
different
name.
colors. Oh, Leslie, this is Mel.
Darren?
Darren.
Mel
This
Darren.
is Darren.
Hey, we're down. Mel.
This is
Darren.
male Darren. I saw. Oh, never mind.
You saw a male named Darren.
Yeah, but no, we'll talk about it later. I'm not gonna bring it up on here.
So I put in Hasbullah.
Hasbullah. It's called. His
Hezbollah.
name is Hasbullah.
Yeah, I didn't know who this was. He popped up
Hold
on
on.
my Instagram.
Do you know who Hasbullah is?
The little short guy
Yeah,
that
okay,
fights? Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
I
well, he
didn't
doesn't
know who
fight.
he
but
Well, he
he-
had like that
he
little.
fought.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about him?
I don't know who he is. I
Hi,
just saw this
Leslie.
baby doing stuff.
He's
and I
not a
was like-
baby.
and then I
He's
looked-
our age.
Yeah,
I
he's
was
actually
like-
grown.
Yeah,
I
he's like
was like-
21, 22
I was
years
like,
old.
why is that baby smoking a cigarette? And then I Googled him. And I was like, oh my God, it's not child
He's
abuse.
going through some shit. Is what's happening.
Yeah.
The little poor bastard.
It's crazy.
He goes to the UFC fights and everything. It's awesome. He's like boys with Khabib. Like Khabib won his final fight and then
Really?
yeah, and like brought Hezbollah out onto the fucking mat and like hung out, like had him on his shoulder and everything.
I thought, did he fight that one time or no? Because I know he was supposed to.
He never. That was
So how
that
did-
was like his thing that got him famous.
How did he get involved in fighting?
Nothing. He didn't. He's a little fucking.
No, but I
he's
mean,
a little
like,
guy.
you're talking about UFC. I mean, how did he get involved with the fights and stuff?
He's just personality. Like he just became friends with people.
I mean,
He's friends with a
funny.
lot of famous people. He's funny. He's a
Yeah.
funny guy. He's comedic. He like plays what he looks like very well. Like he does like he markets the fact that he looks like that
That's cool.
and like
Why does
uses
he
it
look like
to make
that?
money. It's
Not to be,
I,
like,
I
insensitive,
suppose
I
a
just-
disease probably.
Yeah.
I don't think it's normal.
Well, I came to you for answers, and you gave me like a brief synopsis, and then you
Well,
moved
no,
on.
you texted me Hasbullah.
No, I put it in
And
the
I
chat.
said, literally, he put in our chat, our private Discord chat for the podcast, he said, Hezbollah. And I said, Hezbollah what? Like, as a fucking dumb joke. Hezbollah what? Like that. And he was like, don't look it up. And I was like, dude, everyone, you're the only one who doesn't know who Hezbollah is. And then he got all mad at me.
Google
Nice to
is
meet
a
you.
thing.
Hezbollah is adorable and funny as shit. I'd turn that little shit into a 6'2" yard field goal. 62 yard field
Would
goal.
you say 6'2"?
Well, I didn't know where it was going. Creighton
6'2"
Google.
yard
Creighton Google is a thing. I
It
love
may be a
Darren
thing,
Chris.
but I like
Being a
it.
Greek is so a Gleek is so embarrassing. Like
Who's a
wait,
Gleek?
from Darren Chris. Is Darren Chris the guy in
Darren
the
Cross.
wheelchair?
No, Darren Cross.
No,
No,
Darren
she Cross
is from
she
the.
accidentally misspelled cross.
Well, she's talking about a Gleek. That might be
Oh.
from Glee. They were called Gleeks. Because they were
I don't
geeks.
know.
Wasn't Drake in Glee? No.
No, he was in.
Degrassi.
He was in Degrassi.
Yeah,
Degrassi.
Degrassi.
See, look, you're bringing up Drake again.
Darren
hate
is the gay kid's best friend.
Boyfriend?
Boyfriend.
So Darren is also gay?
Wait, Darren Chris is the gay kid's boyfriend. Wait, the one
Which gay kid?
who
Is it
came
Drake?
from the better school of singers,
Fuck you.
but they did steroids? Am I remembering that right?
They
Glee
did-
was a great show.
They did steroids to be
until
better
until
singers?
Finn died.
Finn dies? Wow.
In real life, he
spoilers.
died. He died in real life.
Spoilers still.
You idiot.
Spoilers.
The guy playing him died, and of course, yes, he dies in the show.
How'd he die?
Kurt has. They don't explain it in real life. He overdosed, but
Oh.
in the show they don't explain it.
Oh.
Kurt, his character's name was Blaine. There you go. I remember Kurt. Kurt was awesome, and Blaine. Honestly, that whole show had just some great.
Wait,
characters.
so who was the gay one?
Kurt and Blaine were both gay. Kurt
Together.
was the gay one who was there first, who dated the main chick in the first season to make people think he was straight. But then he came out because he was so obviously gay. And then he meets Blaine, who's a singer for another school. But his a cappella group or whatever, the singer group, people are doing steroids, so he leaves. And he comes to their glee club and goes to their school so that he can sing with them. And then he starts fucking Kurt.
You know what this
and they're boyfriends.
You know what this reminds me of?
That's at least one season's arc.
We had a
if I can remember properly.
we had a friend in high school, and I'm not going to mention names, but who like came to us or came to me, and I can't remember if he came to you too, after high school and was like, "Hey guys, I'm gay," and we were all like, "Yeah, we knew. What are you talking about?"
Who was it?
Can
you tell?
I can't say it on the podcast, but you know.
Say it on Discord.
Okay.
To put it in the chat.
Oh yeah, I have the chat pulled up right here.
Yeah, there
can
you
just
go.
do
Put
that.
it put it in the mind chat.
I don't know if he told you or not. I know he told me.
Oh, no, but he told everyone else.
But it was
and
really
everyone
funny.
else told everyone else.
Everybody was like, "Yeah,
Yeah, He was definitely the Kurt of our
Yeah.
school.
Nobody was surprised.
Everyone
at
was like,
all.
"Yeah,
Like-
exactly." No, oh wow, we didn't know.
I think he was
Thanks
like,
for telling us.
like
finally,
he was over there in tears, like, "Oh, guys, I'm gay," and they're like, everybody's like,
oh,
yeah,
thanks."
really? Yeah. We're like, "Oh yeah, really? That's crazy." Like nobody even looked up.
It's a big moment for people.
I mean, no, I'm not trying to downplay.
I mean,
his moment.
I get that.
I
It's just like
I
some
just
things.
mean like some people.
It would be
like,
crazy if like if like I'm trying to think of a good person like if not a good, I don't want to say his
No.
last name. Chris and Cameron Chris. It'd be crazy if he had been like, "Guys, I'm gay." We would have been like, "Holy shit, what?" Like
When-
if like a Chad came out as gay,
Yeah.
it would be like, "Holy shit,
When,
Chad's gay." He was the quarterback. Like you're like, "What the fuck?"
Do you remember
Like those moments
when
are
a
crazy when
certain
that happens.
female that we both know came out as gay, and we're both like, "What the fuck?" Like, 'cause it wasn't like she came out and was like, "I'm gay." She came out and was like, "Hey, I just married my wife," and we were all like, "You were gay?"
Wait.
Do I also have to put her name in the thing?
Sure. Just 'cause I
I don't know if you know about that. I remember when that happened.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone saw that coming. Unless you were like her best friends who probably knew.
Yeah.
Like I had no clue. I just
That
on
was
Instagram
like-
one day and she's like, "Me and my wife." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
yeah, that was fun.
Yeah,
because
because like we were all boys. Like she
it's-
was cool.
it's
She was like our friend and everything. Like
it'd
we
be
all
like
knew
if
her.
you were watching Endgame and somebody threw a 2x4 at you from behind you, and you're like, "What the fuck was that?"
Why'd I get hit by a piece of wood in the movie theater? The steroids are in the later season. Damn, y'all talking about gay shit, but the kind that's not that interesting. Sorry, it's the kind that straight people enjoy. I'm sorry you didn't.
Do you want us to come up with a fanfic for our friends that may or may not be gay?
Well, the ones we discussed are definitely gay.
It's
We just
just-
haven't said their names.
It's just such a spectrum because, like, some people you're like, yeah, like, you
Oh.
know, how did you not know?
Yeah. How did it take this long for you?
How
to
are you
say
the
it?
last person?
Yeah.
And then for other people, you're
I
like,
knew a kid like that when he was really young.
Yeah.
Like when he was like 7 or 8. I was like,
Yeah.
this is a gay kid. This
Yeah.
kid's gonna be a gay person, and he was. I was like, yeah, I was right, so
Some-
right.
sometimes you just call it in middle school. You're like, hi, you're gay.
Yeah.
You know?
I wasn't like that. Like he was my no one's gonna know. He was my neighbor, like 2 or 3 houses ago.
Oh, you mean
And-
him?
Yeah,
I know who
you
you're
don't know
talking
who I'm
about.
talking about.
Yeah,
No,
what's
you
his
don't.
name?
You don't say it in the Discord, idiot. You don't know. Actually, him and hold on. This could actually narrow it down. This could narrow it down. No one's gonna watch it. Him and his sister were both ended up being gay.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say him and his sister actually ended up being together. I was like, that's what
no.
turned him gay.
No, they both ended up being gay, just happenstantially
Yeah.
like later,
Yeah.
which was just so crazy to me. Kind of idiot. That's a mean way to say idiot. No.
That would have been funny.
That would have been funny though. I don't know about his sister.
What about this one?
Oh my God! We're just sitting here fucking typing potential. Okay, how dare you? You put my name. Isn't it crazy how most gay people have at least one older brother?
What?
Well, the ones I just discussed didn't.
The one I was
And
discussing
neither did-
is the oldest.
Yeah, so no.
They're
I don't-
trailblazers.
like, that's an
I
actual
think you're just
statistic?
young.
Yeah, I think you just have older brothers.
Yeah, every like person that isn't straight that I've ever met is the oldest. That I'm thinking, like I can't even think of one that isn't.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, I know a lot of people who aren't straight who are not the oldest.
I mean, I'm sure.
Well,
yeah,
yeah,
I mean,
but that's what
obviously
I'm
there's
saying
plenty
is
of
the
gay
gener-
people. Look,
Yeah.
this is a weird ass
I've
thing to be
never-
contemplating this hard.
No, because I've never met someone.
Do
who-
gay people have older brothers?
Like, is that what we're trying to figure out right now? Like,
It was that guidance that they were lacking. That made them-
Wow.
that's controversial. Those were Creighton's words, not me and Melissa's words.
Right.
Everybody.
It's
Right,
just
right. Y'all
it's a
heard that, right?
joke. It's a joke. Gosh, calm down. If I'll say it the other way too,
Oh.
it was a lack of adult
Oh, man.
leadership and a lack of an older brother that made me straight. And it's bad. Cancel me now.
Get canceled, idiot. Can't get canceled when you play both sides.
See, I'm playing both.
That's Creighton's philosophy on
See,
it.
I'm playing both sides so that I always come out on top.
And Charlie, isn't that crazy? Wait. Anyways, Creighton has met my brothers and Charlie. Isn't that crazy? No, we all went to
Dude, one
dinner.
of your brothers
you
looks
mean?
so different than the other.
Yeah, your brothers do. One of them is adopted. I hope everyone in your family understands that one of your brothers is
Like
adopted.
one of them is just this looks like Charlie.
Yeah,
acts
one of
like
them's
Charlie.
like a white Italian.
Yeah.
And the other isn't.
The other is like our friend David, and that's
Yeah.
all I'm gonna leave it.
I met Charlie's sister. Leslie did meet my sister.
What? She met Caroline?
Yeah,
oh
we-
yeah, because
we went
were,
to the
yeah,
movies.
yeah, yeah,
You didn't
yeah.
go.
No, I meant. No, we didn't go to the Red Rocks that time, did we?
No, me and Caroline went with Nathan and Leslie to see Creed 3.
And you didn't invite me.
Yeah, we did.
Oh,
You
you did?
couldn't go.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh, I
listen.
want to go see the new Creed movie.
It's so good.
I want to.
Have you seen the first two?
No.
No. I have plans.
Caroline
to watch
hadn't
them.
seen it, and she was like, "Fuck it, I'll see it." And like,
I have plans
she
to
like
watch
it?
them.
you definitely should if you're
I-
gonna watch the third one
I
because
have plans to.
it's definitely a trilogy.
Are they pretty ripped?
Fucking yeah, they are ripped for rude.
What's his name? The guy that plays
Jonathan
Kang
Majors.
Yeah, Jonathan Majors is so ripped, and I was like, man, that Kang do be conquering. He looks more ripped than Killmonger. Like I know Thanos was muscular, but this guy like is muscular.
Yeah, no, I mean he is absolutely shredded.
Like I was like,
It's
damn, no
absurd.
wonder he beat the shit out of Ant.
They think one of them looks Arab. They think the other looks Mexican. My friend thinks one of them looks evil. Whoa, whoa. So many
Whoa.
different things. Because
Which
they are
one?
terrible at inviting people. Hey, how
Yeah, there
dare
you go, Leslie. You just let me know the next time.
I'm
and
telling
I'll
Nathan
go.
you said that.
I'm out of wine. There we go. I got sweet tea though, so that's it.
I didn't even know you brought wine down here. I didn't get any. I should have got some.
You should have.
That's some
There
good
was a
shit
whole
we made.
bottle sitting.
We
over
made
the
some good
counter.
shit. Damn it. That went so many places. You act like I'm going to be invited.
Wow, that's a good point, Leslie. She's calling you guys out on your shit.
You would know before me, Creighton. Look, I'm sorry. I'm bad at it.
So
I
what?
apologize.
So Lila, if you find out first, you invite me, and if I find out first,
Do
I'll
you work
invite
Friday?
Actually, I'm off Friday.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You want to go see John Wick 4? That's what it's called.
I don't know. I have kids.
Jesus Christ, I forgot you have children now. How do you go from no children to 2
Wait, what
children and they're both
time?
adults?
What time?
They're like already like walking around and
If
shit.
we go like early enough, yeah, I'm down. You want to go like around like 12?
Let me talk to Nathan later because we're live right now.
Well, just let me know.
This is a weird
Yeah.
time to talk about.
Yeah, anyways.
Damn, you're not gonna see me. Shut up.
Fucking bitch.
You don't want to see it. You don't care. Wait, are you here? Are you at school or are you back home again? Where do you live? You keep complaining. Where does she live? Is she in Columbia still?
Yes.
She
I
said
think-
she's
I'm
in
at school. Then why the fuck? We're talking about Redstone, not Columbia, you lunatic.
Let's all get let's get Leslie. Let's get Nathan. Let's just
Columbia's
drive to
so far from
Columbia.
Gastonia.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
We shouldn't take
Just take them all the way. They're like, where are we going?
Leslie's
to the
gonna-
movies.
Leslie's
What are you guys
basic-
talking about?
Leslie's basically gonna go on a fucking field trip. She's gonna be gone forever.
She's like, it's just a little drive. Okay, all right. I had an idea, Charlie.
Well, Friday isn't April, is it? Fucking Marissa.
Actually, Friday is April. Not this Friday, but
That's what I'm
I was
saying.
about to say this Friday is not
Definitely,
April.
we're a
It's
week away
Definitely
still.
the
It's
24th.
sometime in the future for sure.
Is that right?
And that's all I'm gonna leave of that.
Are you sure about that?
I had an idea. Are you sure about it?
I can't remember his name, but there was this guy who took over the world at a certain point. Like, he took over, like,
Hitler?
Rome and shit. No, like,
oh.
thousands of years ago.
Oh,
I can't remember his
Caesar.
name. He had a hard name to say, but he was so
Alexander the
obsessed
Great.
with, like, dying and aging that he would, like, he, like, tried to add months to the calendar so he'd live longer.
That's fun. Did it work out for him?
No,
Oh.
time still is time. Time is technically an illusion, but it's also, like, linear.
There,
you can't just add
Machiavelli. Machiavelli.
Machiavelli. I don't think that was him.
I thought that was a musical.
Maybe,
guy.
though. Anyway.
Charlie had this idea
Okay.
that we should do.
Okay.
You know how we go out to restaurants and try to make each other laugh,
Yeah.
or really it's just me trying to make you laugh. What if we did that for a video?
I mean,
Like we don't have anything but what's in front of us. We just do our best to try and make each other.
do you know
laugh.
who Big Doss is?
No.
I'd have to show you his videos. Like, you'd probably like that.
Yeah.
That's like, he tries to make people uncomfortable or make them laugh or do silly things in public, like with strangers.
Yeah.
Like, and that's fun. Like, you and me doing it would be fun, but you have to be, like, a part of the context to enjoy it. If you're going to make a video, you need it to, like, not need the proper context. You need to just, it be funny anyway.
We could or we could just stream it one day.
That's what this podcast is.
Nah.
The podcast is basically
It's
that.
different.
It's you sitting here and making me want to kill myself for 2 hours,
It's a different. It's
and
different.
Melissa laughs at us.
She's adding something. I don't know what it is.
I think I
but,
just
yeah.
chime in when I need to.
Yeah.
Did you watch the Chris Rock's Netflix special yet?
No, I haven't.
God damn it! You had one. You had one thing to do. I had so much I had to do.
Don't
for you.
act like it was. You
I
watched.
watched Andor.
It took you 5 months
I watched it in 3 days.
in a
3
cave
days.
with a box of scraps. Don't turn 25. You're so sexy. Aha, Leonardo DiCaprio, maybe. Numa Pompilius. That might be right.
Is that what it's called that that he's doing? The Allspark.
The Allspark.
Put the cube into my chest, Sam.
Put the cube on your skin, or you'll get the hose again.
Did you ever watch Transformers?
Did you watch
Yes.
Silence of the Lambs?
Okay, every time that I try to watch Silence of the Lambs, my mom like always bitched me out because she was like, "You're not fucking watching that." But
Why?
It's
She let you watch so many other things, and Silence of the Lambs is where she
That's,
draws the
yeah,
line.
that's a weird draw the line point.
I
Like
wanna
that
watch-
movie's not even that violent.
Sam Woodwicki, I need his glasses.
Are you username ladiesman 217? Sorry, we're making
Yeah,
all
no.
these 2007 Transformers references.
Oh man. Let's roll out and get these shawties. Those movies were terrible.
Do you know there's a movement online to finish the new Night trilogy?
I don't know what that means.
Like, so you know, there's Age of Extinction.
Oh
Um,
Jesus! Is this
no-
following some comic book or something?
No, like the movies. Like, so you had Age of Extinction, and then whatever it was, The Last Night or something. like
Yeah.
that. Well, there's this movement online to try to finish that trilogy of movies because they teased Unicron in the last one.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's like, most of the smart side of the community is like, no, let Rise of the Beasts come out, and we'll forget that all the Bayformer movies
Bumblebee,
just
hit this
happened.
vape.
We'll forget the Bayformer movies ever happened, and we'll just move on with our lives. Transformers can get to where it has good characters again.
It is weird how they just kept the Optimus voice and kept all the
Well,
designs.
no, that
I'm just
guy's
saying-
from the original 80s cartoon.
No, but what I'm saying is, like, with Age of Extinction, like, they basically straight up kept the world of the Bay films and the
then
designs,
changed everything.
and, like, Sam's just gone, everybody's just gone.
I'm
except
an
that-
inventor
Yeah. I'm an inventor.
from Texas
I love
with
I
my
love-
New York accent
and my barn.
and my ripped muscles.
I have a farm, and I build in my farm.
I'm a Jack Dad.
I'm telling you, darling, I'm gonna pay the bills with my inventions. I'm gonna invent something soon.
I
Look
invented
at my robots. I made robots.
Look, I made a robot dog. They didn't do that in the 90s.
You're not dating him. You're 17. He's 21.
They dedicated a whole segment explaining why that's not illegal.
The Romeo and Juliet clause, yeah.
In a Transformers movie.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Then they went to Japan, and they went to China, and that was a whole segment. Part of that movie, okay, have you ever seen Age of Extinction?
No.
Okay,
I don't know.
so imagine the first movie in concept, okay, of Transformers, but then halfway through it, it just becomes about China and Chinese propaganda. So much so that the Chinese put a statue of Optimus Prime where they filmed that movie at.
Is that real? Did they do that? That's like them putting the Rocky statue in Philly. That statue's like still up. Do you guys know that? Like they kept the Rocky statue like at the Capitol building in real, like in the movies. It's like up at the top of the stairs of the Capitol building in Philly, and they kept it there for like 25 years. And then finally the city was like, we gotta move this. This doesn't go here. But the city was like, no, keep Rocky up, and like, cause they loved it. So
I
they
bet
just,
there's
they
a whole
moved it, but it's
movement.
still up somewhere.
Oh yeah.
It was a whole move. They picked it up and.
But like the whole last part of that film is basically the People's Republic of China propaganda, because like their military gets involved, their prime minister gets involved. They call it honestly like low key reminds me of a Godzilla movie towards the end.
All I heard just now was Charlie blowing his nose.
But then they don't do anything. Like Optimus shows up with a riding on a robot dinosaur.
That's true.
And like I know this sounds made up, and then fights a bunch of Decepticons. They can turn into tiny blocks to transform.
I believe you because I'm pretty sure I saw the trailer, but then I was like, this doesn't look good, so I didn't watch
It
it.
Yeah,
was-
I've given up on
look,
Transformers.
okay,
I've given up
so-
on DC. I've given up on all of it.
Half of of Extinction I really, really enjoyed. I like the idea of like humanity being like, we can build you now, so we don't need you anymore, because that's definitely a thing we would do.
Oh yeah, of course.
I like that. I like the idea of instead of them fighting just regular ass Decepticons, there's a bounty hunter hunting Optimus Prime. I hate everything else. I hate that Mark Wahlberg is an inventor. It makes no sense. I like the guy with the trench coat. There's a guy. What did he say? He said, "My face is my warrant." That's what he says. That guy's pretty cool,
Yeah.
and I don't like him at all. He gets punched in the face with a tire from a car, but it's not a Transformer.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything about the scene would lead you to think it's a Transformer. It's not. It's the girl's boyfriend who's what do they call it? Like shit. It's some kind of it's some kind of
Shit.
car performance driver, but it's like one of the little mini cars. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
You saw the movie,
Okay.
Which one?
Age of Extinction. You
I
know
saw it once.
where he like you know
and I didn't like it.
you know he drives the car over the hill and he punches the guy in the face with the tire.
Yeah.
No, it's such a stupid scene.
I'm so sorry.
The funnest part about that is you get to watch Optimus going from like humanity, like we have to save it and protect it, to just being like a full-on psychopath by the end, like to the point he almost kills Bumblebee
I just
because he got brainwashed.
I saw the trailer, but then I was like, this looks like way too much going on to be a Transformers movie.
Well,
so I just decided not to watch
The
it.
fifth one really sucked because they tried to hop on that train of like the good guy suddenly being the bad guy for some reason, like that was going on that year. Like you had Batman v Superman doing that, the Fast and Furious movies doing that, the Transformers movies doing that. There was another movie that did it as well, but it was basically a trend where like, oh, the good guy typically is now the bad guy for reasons that we'll find out when we go see the movie.
when they're good at the end.
Oh, Civil War was that year too.
No.
It was
No,
along the same line.
Everyone's on the same team. They're just all mad. No one's the bad guy. You're not like really against.
But I mean,
either
like
side.
it's like the hero versus the other hero. Like that trope was going on that year. It became a trope because of that, actually. So.
He's always been a murderous psycho in the Bay movies, actually. Let them come. That's true. That's true. They really do just, like, make Optimus the, like, I mean, I'm not going to kill you guys, but I'm going to kill fucking everything else that moves. Because he does, bro. Like, he literally shows up in the first movie, and he's like, I'm a pussy. Like, he just gets beaten the fucking shit out of by every, like, stage 1 Decepticon. And then one summer goes by, and he fucking owns Megatron, Starscream, and that fucking helicopter, bro. He rips the helicopter in half. He fucks up Starscream's face. The only reason any of them get him is because fucking he's looking for Sam, and they stab him in the back. Like, but he is fucking all 3 of them up by him, no help. Zero help. He fucking owns everybody.
His last line in that movie before he goes into the narration is, "Give me your face."
Yeah,
and then rips off the phone.
literally. Literally.
And then punches a hole through his chest and crushes his heart.
Yeah, I mean, he is fucking awesome. Bro, Optimus is so good in the second movie. And then in the third movie too, look, dude, in the third movie he legitimately wipes out fucking squadrons.
But see,
of
like
Decepticons
they had
all
to
on his
do
own.
that for the third movie because like he gets caught in those ropes for like 20 fucking minutes. Like the battle's going on, you're like, "Where's Optimus?" And
He's
it
like,
It cuts back to him. It's been like 30 minutes. And he's still hanging up there. He's like,
"We got you, boss." The little fucking gremlin-looking guy is like, "We got
The
you, boss."
Wreckers.
Yeah, the Wreckers like, "We got you, boss. Don't worry." And they're fucking like cutting.
Yeah,
him,
and I'm like,
the whole time it's like, bro, the guy's got a goddamn jetpack on. Just fly out of it. Like,
was
what are you
like-
doing?
It was like that scene in Toy Story where Buzz Lightyear gets hung up on.
Puny junkyard scrap hunk of metal.
Yeah, see, it was like in Toy Story when Buzz
man.
Lightyear gets hooked up to the fan and flies around the room. Except
Yeah.
Instead of that, it wasn't that. So I guess it was nothing like Toy Story. Anyways, he gets
In Ted Lasso, there's a scene where a character's upset that he didn't make the photo shoot. Like, he's not in the actual pictures the magazine used. And another guy, to make him feel better, says, "When I was in grade school, I wasn't allowed in the class picture because I had a rare smiling allergy." And then the other guy goes, "That's not the same thing." And that's what you just did.
But anyways, he gets free and he flies in and there's slow motion and Sam goes, "Optimus!"
Who would you be without me, Prime? We're about to find out.
No, he goes, "Time to find
Yeah,
out."
time
And then
to
he does
find
like
out.
his little face mask and with
She-
one arm.
Which doesn't, that mouth is meaningless. He can't breathe.
with one
Nothing
arm.
can hurt his
with
mouth.
one arm picks up his axe, fucking just
One arm's Megatron,
slices
who
Megatron's
has a
arm
shotgun.
off, then hooks his axe into Megatron's face, puts his knee in his back, and rips his whole fucking spine out by his head.
in
And then-
one fluid motion.
Yeah. Who trained him?
No one. He's a fucking semi truck. It's a dumbass fucking animated movie. There's no plot. The plot is meaningless.
Optimus is so hot. He had one arm in that movie.
It was stupid.
And then he was falling apart by Age of Extinction.
When they killed Ironhide, I was turned
Oh,
off.
I
of-
was so sad.
I legitimately look. I know I'm talking shit on Transformers. I was all in until Ironhide died. When
Yeah.
they killed Ironhide, the way they killed him,
It's so
later,
violent. So, like, you think these movies can't get any worse with deaths?
he fucking rusts to death
And
in
watches,
one
he,
moment.
He watches himself disintegrate, and then his head rolls off.
His
It's
head like
so
rolls
violent.
backwards off of him and just
Yeah.
disintegrates into
Yeah.
like rust sand.
Yeah.
He gets shot with a
Which
fucking
is
rust
which
blaster.
is the thing from the comics, by the way.
I believe
So
it.
I liked it. It was cool. They have-
Sentinel Prime kills him, and it is
Yeah.
the
It's
the most brutal. It's like, have you seen the movie The Departed? I'm trying to think of a similar, because you've seen The Departed.
Yeah.
It's like that at the
Yeah.
end. It's like that kind of like, no, like you're just like fucking no, man. He's the only one I like. I don't even fucking care about Bumblebee or Optimus. Like Ironhide is the fucking shit.
Yeah.
Ironhide's the like,
Dude,
the cool one's here. Thank
he
God.
won me over.
Good screen time.
He won me over when he was like, "I just wanted to show him my cannons."
Yeah, yeah. He's basically just the like, I'm fucking awesome Transformer. Like that's his
He-
whole thing. It's
he
like
launched-
I'm cool as fuck.
He launched
cusses.
himself
He's like
into
the only one
air.
that cusses.
He launched himself into the air in the first one with his cannon.
He like starts to do a backflip, can't finish it because he's a truck, and then shoots the ground with his cannons, finishes the backflip, and starts like side shooting a transformer in slow motion.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome because the first 3 movies are pretty fucking awesome.
And then the second one, he starts out like they're hunting.
Michael
down his-
Bay's a lunatic, but he makes good, dumb like action monsters fight each other.
They're hunting a Decepticon, and he rolls up, and he's like, in the very first like couple minutes of the second one, it's like he's here. I can smell him.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
you're
oh
like,
my-
oh, cool, this guy's weird, and then he just stays weird, and you're like, yes, he's staying weird. He doesn't get normal.
Oh, and then Optimus Prime caps him later. Like that one they're hunting down, they like fucking wreck his shit, and he's like, any last words? And then he's like, the fall shall rise again.
And he's like, shoots him in
he's
there.
like-
He's like, punk ass Decepticon. You're like, yeah, Ironhide, say he's a punk ass.
Optimus is like tough.
And then Ironhide just walks up, punk ass Decepticons. And you're like, why is Ironhide so cool? What is he? Is he supposed to be like a cool old grifter? Is he like a black dude? Like, what are they trying? Because like half the Transformers are racially obvious.
Yeah.
Like Jazz in the first movie is just really racist,
And
like
then he's the only
thug
one that
black
dies.
dude. Then in the second movie, there's these 2 Hispanic Transformers who literally aren't even in the third one because of how angry the audience got that they were so. They had
Sentinel
gold
kills
teeth.
them.
Huh?
So in the script, they were in there. But so
Sentinel kills them too.
Yeah,
He kills
the-
Ironhide
in
and
that-
my boys.
in that scene where he kills the Ironhide, he also kills the twins in the book. If
What?
you read the novelization, yeah, which I did.
You read the novel?
Skids and Mudflap, that was their name.
No.
They
Oh,
were
man.
annoying. They were part of the
Then
journey
he,
of
then
the
he
second
gets
one.
then he gets a slutty waist in Age of Extinction, and Ratchet gets fucking
He really-
tortured.
he-
It's Starscream. They were annoying.
Yeah, Ratchet dying in Age of Extinction made me fucking sad. Because he's like, we defended you. And,
Oh, the Ratchet, the
Yeah,
medic.
yeah.
He's like the last survivor
Yeah.
other than Bumblebee and Optimus.
and then he's like, we defended you. And then, like, you know.
They just fucking
Yeah.
put him down.
And that was one of the other things I liked
That's-
about Age of Extinction. I was like, this is fucking sad. This is a good ass movie, probably.
That-
And then it got stupid.
them killing him the way they kill him was just so immediate. It was like he
Yeah.
didn't get a payoff because
But
he's
then that was-
legitimately a big character for all those movies.
But that's the point, though. Like, that's the point they're trying to make is, like, that age of the first trilogy is over.
yeah,
There's no more human and Autobot alliance. We're going to hunt you down until you
the
leave
movie
Earth.
is literally about an Autobot human alliance.
No, I know. But that's I mean, I'm talking about as far as the government goes.
Like, oh, okay.
Because they're like, we're going to hunt you down until you fucking leave. Like, you know.
Wild Cherry Pepsi
Wait,
just hits
so is
different.
that why there was a bounty on Optimus? Or
Yeah,
So
pretty much.
kind
On all
of, but like it's like complicated because their creators want them back, and they're like, "Ooh, what does that mean?" But it's sequel bait, you know.
It's
I feel
stupid.
like I don't even have to watch the movie now. You
He-
guys
he
should.
yeah,
like-
no, you don't. They're pointless.
He
movies.
literally, so like, there's a halfway point. So the
you
movie,
could watch the second one without seeing the first one and have a good time
Yeah.
because the second one's the only actual like really. The first one's legitimately actually kind of
Yeah.
got some good story.
Yeah.
Like it's
It's
It's a
four
cool-
it's like 3 different stories converge on each other, and it also involves like the Transformers, but from different angles. 'Cause
Yeah.
you have like the reporter lady, you have
Yeah.
the soldiers in is it Afghanistan?
yes.
You have the soldiers in not Afghanistan,
in the desert.
Yeah. and you have
They're in the
you
desert.
have Sam Witwicky's character, and out of all of them, the one that you think would get a continuation in the sequel is like the reporter lady.
Yeah, she's fucking.
She's
her
great.
story's amazing, and you
Yeah.
never see her again.
Never. They're just like, oh, we'll just bring Sam back. 'cause
Like they
he's
should have
like
kept bringing all 3 because like all 3's stories were great. I mean, Anthony Anderson was great.
They brought Linux back,
yeah, but like not really.
and then they brought him back in the 5th one. I'm like, oh, it's Linux.
Yeah, it's
Wasn't
stupid.
Megan Fox in Transformers?
The first 2.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
she got
she's the
replaced by
only
not
reason-
Megan Fox.
She's the only reason I watched the first one.
She's hot.
You should watch the first 2.
She's still hot,
I might
the
watch
first
second
2 are
one.
legitimately fun and worth watching.
dude.
Really racist. So those
Super
movies are
racist,
racist as
yeah.
fuck, though.
I
like
s-
that second movie, I didn't realize it when I was a kid because I was like a little kid. But like when I rewatched it as like a 20-plus-year-old, I was like, "Whoa,
yeah,
there's a
I'm gonna
lot
have
of
to
racism
I'm
in
gonna have
this.
to rewatch it then.
It's super racist."
the way the third one was wrote because she
It's
quit.
amazing they let him make those movies. Those movies would not be able to be made
No.
anymore.
She
He'd
kept-
get fucking flogged in the street.
The
Yeah.
way that like they wrote the third one after Megan Fox quit was basically they went through the script and then typed in like did a search and correct and took Megan or Michaela out and put in Carly, and that was it.
Yeah, literally changed the name. And there's like one scene that it explains it, and it's the little mini-con guy from the second movie who's a
He's
Decepticon
like
at first.
exposition.
Yeah, he's like, I'm a Decepticon, but then he meets the like Autobots and meets Sam Witwicky and Megan. Literally, Megan Fox turns a little Decepticon into a Transformer because he like wants to fuck her. It's this little tiny Decepticon. He's like, ah, shit, you're hot as fuck. I'm a good guy now. Like that's literally the whole. He's like, he just like decides like, Megatron's a piece of shit. You my girl, and like he's like, I got you, girl. And then like the whole movie, he's basically humping her like a chihuahua and like wanting to fucking be on their side. Is on their side by the end. Third movie starts. Megan Fox is gone. He's like, I can't believe that bitch left us.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. and then like left us on the street like a couple of mud flaps. And it's like him and his new little Decepticon buddy that comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, now there's two of them and he's an Autobot too. And then they fucking save the whole city by destroying a ship later. It's crazy.
It's awesome.
It is awesome,
It's
but
like-
it's ridiculous.
It's so
Those movies just have so much going on. Like my
So
brain
much.
is
It's
yeah,
too
and
much.
it doesn't make
Yeah.
any sense.
We only remember it because
There's
we're
also
idiots
a
and we love the
conspiracy-
action.
There's also a conspiracy somewhere in there about the moon landing and the pyramids and these glasses.
Which
that
I
lead
will
to
say, the
Allspark.
first 45 minutes of the third movie is awesome. And then
Yeah.
it's lame for like an hour and a half. And then
then
the
it's
last
awesome
25
again.
minutes is really awesome again.
And then there's an episode of The Office in there for some
Yeah, it's
reason.
weird.
No, like you think I'm kidding, but like
Legitimately, there's like a 25-minute episode of The Office in the middle of that movie.
Why?
Well, so
It's-
The Office was popular at the time, and I think
They
Michael
legitimately
Bay-
have a whole segment of that movie where Sam is like, he's literally saved the world twice.
and can't find a job.
And can't find a job. And he
And
knows
that's his
everyone in
struggle.
government, and they want him to be a fucking intern at like a fucking big corporate business. So he's literally just Jim from The Office, but way more stressed,
Yeah.
just walking around like giving people fucking
and
tubes of
Chang
paper.
comes in there from Community.
Yes, fucking Chang from Community walks in and kills himself. It's crazy. It is a crazy fucking movie.
Laserbeak's cool though. He's like,
Yeah,
I need to
Laserbeak's-
suicide you. I'm
Yeah.
like, wow, that's kind of creepy.
Dark
yeah.
and scary.
And then his tongue came out and did a
Yeah.
weird thing. And I'm like, why do robots have tongues? and
Sam
they
is such a
can't taste?
whiny little bit. Yeah,
Yeah,
honestly, by
no,
the
for
third
real.
movie, you're like, man, this guy just sucks now. Like
He's
Sam is
such
not.
a bottom.
Yeah. Loki, he's just lame.
How does he keep
he's just
landing
not.
these impressive women, but he's such a bottom?
The
You think
first
they're
and
just
second
pegging
movie,
him?
the first and second
I
movie,
can see Michaela pegging him for sure.
the first and second movie, you're like, Sam's like a relatable, nerdy guy. In the first
Yeah.
movie especially, you're like, this is like a holy shit, fell into crazy circumstances
the se-
character and handles it. I mean, honestly, about as crazy, except in the last 20 minutes where he becomes way too heroic. But you know,
And
it's
he
a movie,
carries, like,
so he
a
has to do it.
football-sized item to like a goal.
Yeah, and then the fucking
the
second
most
movie, you're
American
like,
thing he
okay,
does.
here's a kid who's dealt with this. He's going to
Yeah.
college. He's
Yeah.
living that life.
And then
Like,
he loses his shit.
And then he
gets
goes
Tourette's.
crazy because he's been
Oh.
basically been hit with a Transformers disease.
Wait, I
and-
think I have seen the second one. If you're saying that he went to college, I'm
Dude,
pretty
he,
sure
Yeah.
I've
he
seen the
gets
second one.
Tourette's in this.
Yeah, he basically gets Tourette's, like a Transformers Tourette's.
But he's
He
like
gets hit with a beam of the
of the Allspark.
of the
The
Allspark,
Allspark.
and it like fucks up his brain, and he starts like being able to read the
Mhm.
visuals, and he's like, like he's freaking out and writing
He has
shit.
he has a map in his head that leads to the matrix of leadership, which they conveniently need because Optimus died. Conveniently.
Defending Sam from 3 Transformers, and he whoops that ass for 3 fucking minutes.
to protect the map to the matrix, which they needed because Optimus died.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But
When you think
even in
about
that
it,
movie,
it
in that
doesn't.
movie, his story and Michaela's story, like all their stories work and they're good and it's all cool and blah blah blah. But then, man, the third movie just goes so crazy. Like there's so many
Yeah.
different things.
Shockwave's in it. I forgot. They teased like Shockwave was gonna be like the main bad guy, and
And
he,
then
he
he's like-
literally says no word. No, he says one word. He goes Optimus, and then like he goes
and then
away.
dies
Yeah.
like 2 minutes later.
No, that's
Oh,
in the
that's
like
the
very
beginning?
first scene, like when they're at Chernobyl.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
And then he goes like he literally turns like he's getting away. And
Oh
turns
yeah, by
around.
the way, Chernobyl was a
Yeah,
cover up
for a
for a Transformers thing.
engine.
There was
for
an
sh-
engine for a ship there.
that crashed on the moon.
And that
we
was
didn't
what
know
was
about.
nuclear.
Yeah, it crashed on the moon in the '60s, and then we went up there.
And
Even
we
though-
got it. But then the Russians got it.
Yeah. Even though the Allspark's been on Earth for thousands of years, and there was also Transformers here before that helped build the pyramids. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, there have always Transformers probably planted humans
Yeah.
as seeds.
So
they're probably our
basically,
creators.
They built the pyramids to make this weapon that drains the sun of energy to make their own energon, which is what powers them. It's the lifeblood of their race.
I love how you guys are just explaining this to me, so I never have to.
It's a
watch it.
deep lore.
Thank you for
You're
scaring
welcome.
me.
They
Yeah.
never
honestly
talk
don't ever watch
like,
them.
literally-
It's a fucking. it's a curse knowing all of this.
I
you
don't plan
you
on
have
it.
to watch them so much to get the information we're getting because it's literally like unless you're paying attention.
I've seen the second movie an uncomfortable amount of times. I've probably seen it all the way through like 15 times.
Devastator's
It's so
in it.
fun.
There's this robot
No.
that gets built out of construction equipment called Devastator.
He's like 9
huge.
Transformers that combine into one giant like pyramid eating transformer.
He's huge.
He just sits there and like has a giant vacuum cleaner for a mouth. And he's just like,
Now,
and
how
just
would
fucking
you
sucks a pyramid up.
how would you feel if I told you that he has testicles
He has testicles.
that are wrecking balls?
And
Okay, that's kind of cool as fuck.
oh fuck,
Simmons.
yes, John Turturro.
Yeah.
John Turturro, however you say his
John
last name. He plays
Turturro.
Simmons in those movies. He's the best comedic part of those movies.
He's the best part of this movie. They brought him
Yeah.
back for the 5th one, but he like
Did they
literally
really?
he literally phones it in. He calls.
Okay. In
He
the
calls
second
Mark
one he's
Wahlberg and he's like, I can't help you with this. I'm underground.
in the second movie he so dumb. In the second movie he's like he was part of Sector 7, which was like the fucking Transformers Secret Service in the first movie. Who
Yes.
like they're like the
Which
12
they're,
people
it's-
that
they're
know.
cool.
They are cool.
Yeah.
But they're like the fucking 100 people that know about Transformers on the planet.
Mhm.
And then he gets fucking shunned because Sector 7 gets shut down because
get-
Transformers make
they get-
it very obvious that they're part of the world.
They get blamed for like all the stuff that happens with Megatron and everything.
Yeah.
So their government thing gets shut down.
So he gets shut
And
down
he
and
goes
works
to
at a
live with
meat
his
market
mom.
and lives with his mom at a meat shop. So, but he has he stole a bunch of shit from Sector 7, so he's still super like knowledgeable, but he's
Yeah.
kind of a lunatic now. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm fucking the Transformers
Yeah.
are everywhere. Like he's
One
crazy.
man
Yeah, and he-
alone, betrayed by the country he loves.
Yeah, that's what he says like 10 times. There's like Sam's college roommate like has to team up with him for half the movie, and they go to the desert to stop the big giant thing eating the pyramid, because the pyramid is actually also a cover up for a machine
I
that
just
will
told her
suck
that.
the light out of our sun.
I told her that.
Did
already.
oh
Yeah.
I didn't hear
For
that.
to make Energon.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did he say that?
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't tell me it was in the pyramid, but you told me it was there.
There you
Oh,
go.
yeah.
Anyway, that's why the thing
Yeah.
is eating the pyramid.
The pyramid
So he has to
transforms.
stop it. He's on Sector 7, so he knows classified shit. He gets a fucking giant
Military
walkie-talkie.
phone from the crashed Egyptian army.
Yeah, he gets that,
We're
calls
telling this movie
calls
people.
like a classified fucking doesn't exist on paper aircraft carrier that has
Yeah.
a fucking railgun on it the size of a Walmart. and he's like, "You have a fucking B699 fucking railgun on this ship." He's like, "Sir, how do you know about this? This is classified." He goes, "Don't talk to me about classified." It's so funny. And then he's like, "If you want to stop this thing from eating our goddamn son, you will shoot my coordinates right now." And he's like, and then this guy who is like a fucking 5-star general, he's in charge of a ship that doesn't exist. He's like, "Okay." And he fucking shoots this thing.
He goes like, I'm directly below.
And he
the enemy's
he
scrotum.
destroys Devastator in literally one
One
shot.
shot,
One
yeah.
shot
It's a pretty
kills
cool
this
shot.
fucking the biggest transformer in this franchise.
They
so
shoot
far.
the head off of him.
Oh man, those movies are amazing. I started this off by saying stop. I
In
don't
the-
want to talk about
in-
Transformers.
in
You
the
guys just
third
went on
one-
like a whole like 45-minute
Well,
tangent
listen to
about
me.
Transformers.
So good,
In
though.
the
They are
third
fun.
one, he's no longer crazy. He's actually become a rich author from writing
Yeah, he-
books
so
about
he-
what happened.
The crazy guy,
Oh, okay.
the one who said classified. That guy. He in the third one. It starts and it's like 3 or 4 years
and
later.
he has an assistant and a limo.
Yeah, he's like this
The whole
fucking
thing.
legend. And Francis McDormand's like his like cool like hate each other, but they want like kind of love each other too.
He
Like-
might be gay.
Anyway, it's amazing.
Do you remember the part where they go visit the
Oh my god.
the Russian spies and like his assistant like almost kills everybody? He's like calm down. Like he tells him in Russian like calm down.
Oh,
He's like,
yeah.
He was like, I'm so sorry. I'm not that person anymore.
I'm so sorry. I am not that. Oh, that guy might
Yeah.
be gay. Yeah, his Russian assistant is like a fucking. Have you ever read?
He's a sleeper agent.
Have you ever read Artemis Fowl?
No.
Artemis Fowl's like butler was like that. He had a weapon in every sleeve and every like pant leg in his underwear. Like he had fucking
They put that on Disney Plus. They made a show for it.
Artemis Fowl.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that.
it wasn't that good.
Oh, that's
People don't talk about it, and
Yeah.
it never got renewed for a second season.
people do be shipping Optimus and Ratchet together. Which
Why
one's
would you
Ratchet?
think- Ratchet's the medic.
The medic.
No.
They remind me of the
If anybody
that
should
they would be
shipped,
gay
it
like the two. There's this gay couple in Alien Covenant. These two men, and like you don't really get that they're gay until one of them. Spoiler alert! One of them dies,
Yeah, I guess.
and he's like, it's like these two big burly men, and like as one of them lays there dead, he says, "Goodbye, my love, my angel," and you're like, "Whoa, these guys were gay." It's like, holy shit. And then Jussie Smollett's in that movie. It's like his last movie before all that shit happened, and you're like, "Whoa, he's not. He's gay, but he's not gay in this movie. He's like fucking this lady in the shower, and then the alien kills him. It's crazy."
It's weird to me because
Spoilers.
I always see
Sorry, everybody.
Ratchet as like this father figure to Optimus in that show and in animated.
Yeah.
Because he's like this old worn-torn vet. He's always like going to Optimus to tell him like, hey, like I'm not the leader, but this is what I think and this is what my experience has been. So to ship them together is weird to me. Like, I don't know how I feel
It's
about
like
it.
shipping your dad.
Yeah, it's like shipping your dad with his son. Like, it'd be like shipping like.
Was that Netflix Transformer show any good? The animated one?
Which one?
It's like they're like mining Transformers, but like then something happens and Optimus like gets in a fight, and all the mining Transformers are like, "Oh shit, this guy can fight." It was like lame. It was bad animation. It was like 10 years ago. It was a minute ago.
Are you talking about Earthrise and all that?
I have no idea. I saw the first 10 minutes of an episode and was like, I'm not ever watching this. It's terrible. From Transformers Prime, though, you're also straight, so, like, I don't know, maybe that's a you problem. What?
No, but that's why I'm saying, like, it's like, it would be like shipping Joel with Ellie.
No.
Yeah.
That's a guy and a girl.
No, but you see what I mean? It's not about the
That's not
sex.
gay.
It's not about the sex.
You mean the age craziness?
Yes. The
Yeah.
age and, like, also, like, the place in that person's life. Like, age really doesn't have as much to do with it so much as it is, like,
Like at the state, it's like it'd be like an 18-year-old dating like the 50-year-old who's helping him learn how to camp or something.
Yeah.
Like who's
or
like
like
the guy
somebody who's
teaching
been
him
like
stuff.
a mentor being
Yeah.
shipped with their mentee.
Kind of like Woody
Is
Allen
Minty the
and
word?
his stepdaughter.
Are they together?
Yeah, Woody Allen has adopted an Asian girl as his stepdaughter, and when she turned 18, they got married.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
weird.
it's very
that.
controversial. It's weird as fuck.
In that
Yeah.
show, maybe, but
But
like,
damn
have
it,
you
he makes
watched
some good
animated?
movies. That's what people say. People are like, yeah, but I mean, those are good movies.
He makes
It's
movies
crazy.
about him and the
Careful.
stepdaughter.
Careful with the parent. Careful with Jerome.
I wasn't trying to hurt him.
He makes movies about him and the stepdaughter.
No, he's a famous.
I
he's
mean,
made
he
movies.
might make movies about
Yeah, I
him
mean,
and
he
stuff,
probably
though.
has just for the two of them. Let's see.
Just the two of us.
Woody Allen, IMDb.
We try. Just
First
the
thing was
two of
Woody
us.
Allen wife.
Woody Allen wife.
Yeah,
Well,
'cause
it's okay,
he's-
I don't really care. Why are you arguing then?
Holy shit, he is way older than I
How old is
thought.
Woody
He's
Allen?
88.
Woody Allen is 88.
Yeah.
What? Ain't no way.
Yeah. You might be thinking of the wrong
can
person.
Can we get a picture?
Yeah.
That's how old my grandma is. Yeah, put a picture of it.
This is Woody Allen.
Yep, no, I see it.
Yeah.
Wow, he do be looking rough.
Oh my God. There we go. He's won 4 Oscars.
He still
Can
make
we
movies?
see his wife slash stepdaughter?
Yeah, let's see
My
this
God,
wife.
he's been nominated for so many Oscars.
Let's see the wife's list.
Woody Allen, wife,
So-
daughter.
so-
Wife, daughter's what comes up.
Wife, daughter.
Use your words, Craig.
His water.
So as of
His
1997,
W-A-U.
this is them. This is the two of them.
Oh, that's her?
Yeah.
I mean, she doesn't look old.
Well,
She
I
doesn't
mean, it's
look
been a
young.
while since they got married, but like
Oh,
when
I
he
thought
married
y'all
her.
were talking about Woody Harrelson. I was so
Not Woody Harrelson. No.
Imagine thinking it's Woody
Um,
Harrelson and seeing that picture.
So she was found abandoned in Seoul, Korea, February 12, 1976, and placed temporary in Maria's house, a local institution. When authorities failed to locate her parents or relatives, they placed her in St. Paul's Orphanage. The Seoul Family Court established a family census register, legal birth document, on her behalf on December 28, 1976. With the presumptive birth date of October 8, 1970, a bone scan at the time of her adoption, blah, 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 blah. And Pharaoh, let's get to the fucking relationship with Woody Allen. Was never any kind of father figure to her, and that she never had any dealings with him during her childhood. The findings of the judicial investigation carried out during the custody trial between Pharaoh and Allen determined that before 1990, Previn and Allen had rarely spoken to each other. According to Previn, her first friendly interaction with Allen took place when she was injured playing soccer during 11th grade. Oh my God. And Allen offered to transport her to school. Following her injury in 1990, she began attending New York Knicks basketball games with Allen. In January of 92, she found nude photographs of Previn. Farrow found nude photographs of Previn in Allen's home. Allen, then 56 years old, told Farrow that he had taken the photos the day before, approximately 2 weeks after he and Previn had first had sex.
Whoa.
Farrow contends that she broke off her relationship with Allen in 1992. That was his previous wife.
Okay.
Following her discovery of the affair, Previn and Allen dispute that, claiming that Allen and Farrow were no longer involved when Farrow discovered the photos. Previn graduated from high school and began college in 1991. According to the birth date the court assigned her, she turned 21 in October of 91.
Wait, the court had to assign her?
Yeah, 'cause she was part of, like, she didn't have an official, they didn't know when she was born. She was found,
You
like,
can't
literally.
just, like, cut them open and count the rings.
That's
or
not how that,
something?
no. Mia Farrow's friends have said it might have started in the spring or summer of 91 before Suni turned 21.
Oh, it's pronounced soul.
Allen described his relationship with Previn as a fling that developed into a more significant relationship. But in a 2018 interview, Previn said, "From the first kiss, I was a goner and loved him." That's what
Damn.
the lady.
Imagine kissing those
So do you
old
think
lips.
that she wanted to kiss him?
I have no. I mean, they're
Well,
still together.
I mean,
this
think
is 30
Well,
years old
yeah.
now.
Yeah. Think about like this. Like there's this thing called grooming, and then there's
I
this
know
other
what grooming
thing.
is.
There's this other thing where he just has a lot of money too.
On August 17th, 1992, Allen issued a statement that he was in love with Previn. Previn was surprised by his declaration. "I only knew that he loved me when he gave me the press conference and said it publicly. Even then, I wasn't sure if he meant it. We have never said those words to each other."
They've never said
When
I love you.
Previn's relationship with Allen became public, it was a catalyst for tabloid headlines and late-night monologues in August 1992, and many times since.
Can you imagine how much hate they got?
Oh, they
They
still
still-
I
get
mean, I
quite a
know
lot.
that
We're
I
giving
know
them
that they
hate right
still
now.
get
I mean, I don't know if I'm
but
giving them hate. I'm giving them some weird eyes, like, whoa, what's going on over there?
I just don't.
It's just a lot.
It's a lot. It's a
Even
lot.
for a Bayform.
It might. So it's not really his daughter, I guess. It was not a stepdaughter situation.
So like,
What are you doing?
or kind, but it was
stepdads?
kind of weird.
That's not a way that you help me with my soccer wound.
yeah. So do you think it happened like around the time that she hurt herself playing
I
soccer?
think she got stuck in a washer, and he just was there. And brown chicken, brown cow.
Anyway,
And then she said it was a soccer injury, but we all really know what happened in that washer.
you're so terrible.
There's videos about it on Pornhub if you're curious about what happened.
We know you know.
I don't.
I don't know.
I
it
don't
seems
have a
like-
washer
That
fetish.
just sounds like
How do you even get stuck in there? That's all I can think about. Like, there's nothing to get stuck on. Why would you put your whole face in there? There's so many questions. That's why I can't.
There's something in the back.
That's
I
why-
can't reach it.
That's why I can't watch him. I can't. Like, my logic is just like, where are you stuck on?
Oh my god.
How did you get stuck? Why you have your whole face in there? Like, get out of there.
Get out of there?
If somebody told me they were stuck in a washer, you know what I would say?
What'd you say?
I would laugh. How do you get stuck in a washer?
Creighton, shush. Porn isn't logical to begin with. The fuck? Not all of it. Some of it's like, oh, that makes sense. Every once in a while.
What are you doing, step bro? Trying to figure out how you fucking got stuck in there. Makes no fucking sense.
Why? So now it's step bro and a washer.
Alright, whatever.
Creighton's like, I don't know. I don't watch it. Creighton was just watching it for scientific purposes.
and they're
He's
always
just
wearing-
researching.
They're always wearing dresses. Who does clothes in a dress? It's not comfortable.
I love how Creighton is like questioning how logical porn
The things he
is.
definitely watches.
Yeah.
He's like, I hate watching this, but I'm gonna keep doing it.
All I can think about are the plot holes. If this porn was a street, it'd be a bumpy street because of all the plot holes.
Are you proud of that? Are you proud of that
Are
thing
proud
you
of your
said?
work? I'd fall into them. The whole car would just go on through the street.
I
into
will
the
say
sewer.
there are moments where I'm like, it's just not grammatically correct what she said.
Right?
There'll be times I'm really annoyed. It's like, you said that wrong. This
Dude.
took me low key out of it for a
It's
second.
just like, who's there? And he's like, it's whom.
That's not what I mean. I mean like phrases. Like there'll be like a classic phrase. I'm not saying any of them. The Don't even ask. But like they'll say like a normal thing and like just mess it up like so in such a terrible way where you're like, wow, this is a really dumb bitch. She don't know what she's
It's
saying.
so big. You didn't put the comma in there.
No, now you're just being silly. I mean, they'll like literally say a statement that just doesn't sound.
Have you ever
Go
watched
ahead,
porn
Charlie.
with
Give us
captions
an
on it?
example.
I'm not doing
Yeah,
it.
give us an example.
I could quote you scene for scene, hip thrust for hip thrust, but I'm not going to because I have discipline.
I just get upset at the angles.
The angle, yeah,
You know.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I don't even know why I tried to pretend I didn't for a second.
Me and
I'm
Charlie-
exactly agreeing with
Me
you
and
100%. Sometimes they only have one camera, and you're like, you're trying to film make a little too ambitiously with your movements. Like, either have 4 cameras or just show the whole thing the whole time. Don't try and get all finicky with your camera movements and your shot
Me and Charlie
composition.
watch really good movies all the time, so
We get mad when the porn is trying to be too much. I guess is what you're trying to
Marissa
say.
is,
Production
sending me
quality.
Right now. Look at what she.
Brango.
Charlie, my God, Brango.
I watched Glass Onion for the plot.
Daniel Craig's boobs. That movie was so good.
Yeah.
Did you watch Glass
Yeah.
Onion?
Did you
watch
watch
Glass
that?
Onion? What about Knives Out?
Jinx. It's okay.
You must watch them.
They're good.
Knives Out's
I'll-
great. Glass
I'll
Onion's
watch
pretty
them.
great.
I'll watch them if you watch Smile.
No, you're never watching Glass Onion or Knives Out, I
Oh,
guess.
damn. That's a good one. That was a good pull.
I don't watch those movies not because I don't think they're good, because I don't like how my brain works when I watch them. I don't like the feeling I have.
Did you see?
You're depriving
you
yourself of a
see-
good murder
did you
mystery.
see
Maybe.
I'm depriving myself of something that will make me sad and not be able to sleep at night for a couple of weeks.
Did you see the Smile trailer where like she's sitting in like
Benoit Blanc is so father.
Did you see the trailer for Smile where she's like talking to a lady and she gets in her car and like the lady comes and knocks on the glass of the car and she looks and the head swings down smiling?
Yeah.
Did that freak you out?
Yeah, I couldn't finish the
We
trailer.
were literally talking about that at Walmart the other day. Like
Yeah.
we were walking around talking about that movie because I told him he needed to watch it.
Dude, imagine now though, like you're walking in public and I just
Stop it.
I start paying people to smile at you.
That movie actually did that. They did a campaign
know.
where people went to like sports games and just sat there and smiled like
At
really
the
terrible.
camera. Yeah. And they'd be like,
Like the
"Whoa."
announcers would be like, "Smile in theater," like just be showing those people freaking out, smiling.
We should go to WrestleMania.
No,
Why not?
because I don't want to.
My brother's been. I think he's been.
Marcy
twice.
goes. Marcy loves it.
She's been to WrestleMania
Many times.
What?
Marcy goes to
Let's
like
go. We'll
pretty
have a
much
good
any of
time.
them that are close enough for her to drive to. She
We'll
goes.
have a good time.
Then you
Trevor.
guys have fun.
It's gonna be at Hollywood. This
I'm
year.
not gonna have any fun.
In L.A.
I'm not going
the
there.
land of
LA's a fucking fire swamp right now. I'm not going. That shit's everything's bad.
the
Everything's
land-
expensive. The people are crazy. There's no police. Everything's just scary in LA right now.
The land of O.J. Simpson.
Have we heard from Carly? Is she alive? Has she become a raider? Is she a
Oh,
cannibal
yeah,
yet?
We should see Carly. He don't have a gag reflex. I wonder why.
We-
Are you talking about Charlie? Well, we all know why. We all know what it is.
Wait, who are you? Benoit
I
Blanc?
guess she's talking about
What do you mean when he
The
got
way he
shot in the
didn't-
throat?
who got shot in the throat. What are you talking about?
Yeah, what are you talking about? So confused.
Or maybe is she
Are
talking
you
about
having a
James
stroke
Bond?
again?
She's talking about James Bond.
Are you having a gay fanfic stroke?
The beginning
The beginning.
with Ethan Hawke.
Oh, the shot.
Oh.
The shot. That's not what that's you made that. You worded that weird.
You call yourself a writer?
Yeah, that was terrible. That wasn't
Use
good.
your inflections.
They all got shots in the throat.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't really a shot. It was like a tss, you know,
Yeah.
like a like
Yeah.
you know how I did the sound? Just did that. That's all it was.
It was like that hand sanitizer. It's a spray thing.
No, we don't say spray in this house. We say it's. You know.
I like how that was basically Ryan Johnson going like, forget about COVID's not a.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
It's like let's
Please
acknowledge.
don't let COVID be a thing in my movie
He's
that
like-
like ruins the plot.
He's like, let's acknowledge it and then move on.
Yeah.
Dude, they made out like COVID was going to be such a big thing in Halloween Ends, and they didn't even talk about it. They're like, it's been 4 years since Michael killed, and nothing else has happened since then.
It's been 4 years since Michael created COVID.
That was Jamie Lee, by the way. She sounded just like that. In the
Oh, really?
narration, Yeah,
I'm
just
sure.
Like, she's like,
Sounded right.
it's been 4 years since Michael's killed, and the town is just getting eaten by its darkness.
That's stupid.
His evil is spread to others.
It is-
I like that part of the movie though. I do.
Yeah.
Halloween
That wasn't
Kills?
actually
Sure you
her
do.
voice.
Halloween Kills. Is that what you're talking about?
Halloween Ends.
Oh,
I like the
Halloween
third one a lot. I like that it tries to do something different other than have a guy go around and just stab people with a knife. I mean, it does do that, but like it,
What is his name?
Corey
Yes.
Cunningham. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. The only reason I watched that movie is because my friend made me, because she was like, Corey Cunningham is so hot. Let's watch this. And I was like, okay.
Bro, don't even talk to me. That's such a 19-year-old thing to say.
She's not even 19. She's not even 19.
How old is she?
She's 17.
Oh, that's really helping your
That's
case.
the
Let
same thing.
Let me tell you, that really
Look,
helps.
like
And then I
17
told
to
her-
like 22 is the same for
I-
us
Look,
now.
I did
here was
not
my
think-
opinion of your before at 19. It's way,
He's-
it's past the
I was
floor.
like the entire movie. I was like, he's not even that attractive, and she was getting.
He
so mad
really
at me.
wasn't.
Is he the
I mean,
is he the
was
murder the new murderer?
Yeah.
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 But
okay.
that's the thing. Like, if they had ended this movie with him like still being alive, like okay, so an ambulance shows up at Jamie Lee Curtis's house after she's done taking Michael to be thrown into that meat grinder. All right, and they pull up to the house and his body's gone, and it ends just like the first Halloween began, and then that was the end of that trilogy. I think it would have been way better than them just not being like, oh yeah, he's dead. We're
Didn't they
moving
try
on.
to pin it all on the lady though?
Which lady?
You know, one of the two or three
Lori?
ladies.
The main, the
Lori?
main character lady that Michael had kept like going after.
Lori?
I guess that's her
Lori?
fucking name. I don't
That's
know.
yeah, that's who it is.
And she has the daughter, and Corey and the daughter were like they had like
The
a little
granddaughter, you mean?
thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then they tried to pin all of it onto her.
It really is a Romeo and Juliet.
Oh
story.
my god.
In a Halloween movie. It really is though, 'cause like at first she's like,
Totally.
"Oh, you'd be good for my daughter," and then she realizes he's been infected by Michael's evil, and she's like,
Never mind.
No, so she does this thing. She does like a
Hmm.
She's Batman now. Okay, she shows up
A
at
detective.
this. No. She shows up at his house while he's sleeping, and it's just like rocking back and forth in this chair and like banging on a wall, and that's what wakes him up. And he like looks up to her, and she's like, there's two types of evil in the world. The kind that's natural and grows, and the kind that it infects others and turns them evil.
Charlie, do you have
And-
a pillow down here?
And then she goes into this whole speech where she's like, the kind that turns people evil is the worst, 'cause you never know who in the village you're going to have to kick out. And then she like looks at him. I mean, it's not that, but like that's the gist of it. And she's talking about him. And he's basically like, fuck you, Laura. Your granddaughter's in love with me. He turns around to look at her, and she's vanished. She's gone.
Lights a cigarette. There's two types of evil.
Yeah. No, that really is the scene, basically, just without
Yeah.
the cigarette. It was a good scene. It's a little silly, but it's a good scene. 'Cause like the whole time you're not really sure if he's imagining it or if it's really happening. And then when he turns around, she's just gone. I don't know. I think she was there though. I'm pretty sure she was there.
That's what I was like. I'm pretty sure that they tried to pin the whole thing on her.
No, so he tried to pin his death on her because when he shows up at her house to kill her, this is like getting towards the end of the movie. He shows up to kill her, and she like fakes like she's gonna commit suicide because of like all the bad things that happened in Allison leaving. So he hears a gunshot, and he's dressed as Michael. He goes into the room and looks on the wall where like he expects her brains to be splattered, and it's a pumpkin. Like pumpkin innards splattered on the wall, and she's like, "Did you really think I was stupid enough to kill myself?" And then she just starts blasting him with the gun. She shoots him twice in the chest. He falls over the rails of stairs and lands on the ground. And she's like, "You fucking thought you could kill me? I took on Michael fucking Myers. You're like a 20-year-old little twerp who thinks he can be him." And then she like picks him up, and she's just talking shit. And she's like, "Oh, you're so fucking dead now. Like, not gonna kill him, but like gonna turn him into the police."
Yeah.
And then they hear Allison pull up, and he goes like, "Well, aren't you gonna look fucking stupid when she thinks you've killed me, just to keep me from being with her?" He goes, "If I can't have her, nobody can." And he stabs himself in the neck.
Nice.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's got.
That-
It's a pretty good movie.
The movie ended how it began because at the beginning of the movie, he was babysitting this boy, and the boy had locked him in the attic, and he finally got the door open.
He
and when
kicked the
slammed
door
it open,
open, and when
the
he slammed,
boy fell over.
The
Those
door
same
hit the boy.
That same
Not the
exact
same
building.
exact
No,
one.
it was the same house. It was
no,
the same house.
it was
Yes,
Lori's house, and then the boy died in like the house he was babysitting at.
No, it was the same house.
No,
Yes, it was.
I promise you it wasn't.
Because
Dude,
they
they were
went-
in a mansion
yes.
and he fell down like
I would
3 flights of
usually say you're
stairs.
probably right if you're arguing with him about anything, but he's weirdly read
No,
up
no,
on
no.
this
No,
script.
I promise you it was the same house because he took her to the old abandoned house.
He did because
So-
that's where he was staying at one point. But when he came to kill Lori, he went to Lori's house.
I thought that he got killed at that same house.
No. I mean,
But-
it's the symmetry of it.
Creighton
of-
is a gaslighter, though. That's also true.
no, I'm not gaslighting because
Hold
like
on,
it's
hold
an
on,
important
hold on.
cinematic element.
I'm
Okay,
not too
it's
Google it.
meant
I'm
to
not too Google it.
symbolize like because when the boy gets killed at the beginning, he's at the top of the stairs looking down, and then by the time that Corey reaches his end of his story, he's at the bottom of the stairs, and it's meant to symbolize his descent into evil.
Okay.
I'm Googling it.
Google it.
Giggle it. You gotta giggle it. Give it
Yeah.
a gig.
You're wrong because he's in a mansion and there's like a bazillion stairs that he falls down, and like there's just the one. God, I
God,
don't care.
about horror.
Did you find it?
Oh, she's
Oh,
watching
she's
it.
just watching the clip.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Wow.
Oh wait, this isn't the right one.
Even though
See?
I'm low key a goth.
Yeah, are you?
I don't know if
though?
you're. I don't know if
thought
you're.
were
You're like
just
maybe a
What?
goth wannabe.
What's his name in the movie?
Corey Cunningham.
No, what is his
The
character?
character
Yeah,
Yes.
Corey Cunningham.
That's not the character's name.
That's
That
the
is the
actor.
That is the actor
No,
in
it's
real life.
not.
Yes,
it's his name
is.
because it's meant to be alliteration, like Michael Myers, Corey Cunningham. That's the other thing. Did you watch this movie?
I did watch this
His
movie.
name is Corey Cunningham.
No,
the
it's
actor
not.
is something else.
The actor's name is Corey Cunningham.
No, it's not. Look it up. Look it up.
That's not.
See, I know what
It's
I'm talking about.
Rowan Campbell.
See?
I can't find the.
I know what
The
I'm
actor is Rowan Campbell, and he's in Halloween Ends as Corey Cunningham.
See? I know what I'm talking about, Melissa.
Like, look, again, this is why I don't argue with him on shit like this, because he's fucking right. When it comes to Halloween, this motherfucker knows everything about the Halloween franchise. He's seen all the movies 20 times. He's a fucking weirdo for him.
I love it.
And I'll never watch any
I
of
don't
them.
like the Rob Zombie ones, though. They're too violent. They're like the Michael Bay versions of Halloween movies, to be
Okay.
honest with you.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, wow.
No,
crazy.
no, no. Listen.
The water's
Okay.
wet. What else is new?
Listen. So I watched. Okay.
Water's wet. The sky's
Shut the
blue.
fuck
Shut
Corey
up.
Cunningham.
She's trying to say something.
Sorry.
I'm trying to like gather my train of thought.
Okay.
So whenever I watched the movie,
Yeah.
I thought that it was the same house.
Well, you were wrong.
Well, fucking obviously I was wrong. I just saw that. I
Were
was
you
wrong.
not paying
But I-
attention? It's literally Lori's house.
I mean, I was
Why
like,
would she go to somebody else's
I
house?
was half-ass
pretend to
paying
commit-
attention. but
Pretend
I
to commit
still watched.
suicide, only for Corey to show up.
Because
At
her
his
and
own
Corey,
house.
because her and Corey had an argument at the fucking house that he killed that kid in.
They did have that
Duh.
argument there,
Yeah.
but like it wasn't really even an argument. She just came to be like, "Hey, fucking stay away from my granddaughter." Like that was
yeah,
the
and
end
then
of
he
it.
was
Look,
like,
look,
"Little
look.
bitch."
I'm gonna, like, I feel like you maybe have learned it just now, but I'm gonna reinstill this thing into you. If you're talking about the Halloween franchise,
Or Transformers.
he's been wrong before. But with Halloween, just fucking give it to him. Don't even argue. You're gonna waste your time and feel real silly by the end.
I mean, I'll give it to you, but I'm just saying when I watched it, I thought it was the same house.
Okay, but you're still wrong.
Okay, but I'm telling you that you're right. So why are you still arguing with
I'm
me?
not. I'm
'Cause you-
just-
Never mind.
Just say, Creighton, just take the win and move on.
I am.
You win. But okay, well, are you gonna move on or are you gonna bring it up again?
No, I was just. I can't remember why I even brought it up. So I keep going back to the argument because I'm like, why did I bring it up again? Anyways.
Anyways.
Oh no. Okay, the ending. If they had shown that Corey lived and like could potentially be like a new
The
killer,
new maybe Michael.
yeah, but not the new maybe Michael, but not Michael. Because the thing is, he has like such a different like approach to the whole murder thing that like he could be his own. He could have his own franchise really if they wanted to do that and carry on.
Do you
the
see
Halloween
Michael
movie.
without the mask in that movie? Like actually, still
Yes.
no.
Yes.
I don't think you do.
No, but that's the point. They
Because you
they
don't really
show him without the mask after he's died to be like
I thought
he's
that
just a
was-
man.
I thought that was in Halloween Kills that they showed him without the mask.
No. They like the whole time this trilogy's been going on, there's like shots of him like where you can't like it's one of those things where like you see the silhouette of his face or you see like
Yeah.
a part of his face, but you never see like the full thing head on. And then by the time Lori kills him and ends,
Does the same guy always play him?
in this trilogy, yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
it's James Jude Courtney or something. like
Okay.
that. Anyways, by the time they show his face at the end of this movie, because the point is he died. He may have been like this force of nature as like the persona of Michael Myers, but at the end he still dies just like a man.
I liked
He's just human. That's the point of it. Like to take away that immortality feeling away from him.
I liked the one where they were chasing. I don't know which one. I think it was Halloween Kills, but they were chasing Michael Myers around like the city. No, or was that Scream? I don't know, but they ended up in a hospital. It might have been Scream. They were like chasing them, and they ended up in the hospital because it was either Scream or Michael Myers. It was one of those. Shut up.
It's another reason I don't watch a lot of the horror movies, like the classic ones anymore, because a lot of the there's a bad guy trying to kill everyone.
It gets mixed up.
It's all the same.
Yeah, but they were.
It's all very much the
At
same.
one point, they were in a hospital. I think it was Michael Myers though, because he was coming to kill whatever you said
Lori?
her fucking name was. Yeah, he was coming to kill her, but they were in the hospital.
It sounds like
So
the
he
old
went to the
Halloween 2.
hospital.
Like the really old Halloween 2. It was like an old looking movie.
No.
It was new looking.
Mhm.
Might have been the new Halloween 2 by Rob Zombie that came out in 2009.
I think it was.
If you're gonna watch Halloween 3, you have to watch Halloween 1 and Halloween 2, but not Halloween 2. You have to watch Halloween 2.
There really is.
I
like,
know,
it really
it's
is
such a great. That's such a great video. We gotta watch that again. We should probably wrap this up. We're an
Okay.
hour and a half in.
Yeah.
It's a fast hour and a half.
but what was I gonna say?
Out of nowhere, I looked up and I was like, "Holy shit, we recorded for
David
90
Gordon
minutes."
Green and fucking what's the dude from like Tropic Thunder and
Danny McBride.
yeah, and Danny McBride. You guys like don't listen to what other people are saying. I liked it. Make another franchise about Corey Cunningham if you want to. I was interested.
Danny McBride has like revived a lot of. He wrote Alien Covenant. He was like a
he-
main writer on Alien Covenant.
He had the best kills
He's
in
also,
Halloween.
like, the best character.
Ends. There's this one point because he's getting bullied throughout this whole movie, and like he comes and kills his bullies dressed as Michael.
Mhm.
He hits one of them with a fucking tow truck and traps them under a fence, and then puts a blowtorch in their mouth.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's brutal.
That movie was intense.
Yeah, when it like because Charlie, there's maybe like 3 scenes where people kill people, and like that's one of the main complaints about the movie is like there's not a lot of killing in it. But I
Yeah.
kind of like because it focuses more on the character building. Anyways, the scenes where there are killing is fucking brutal.
Yeah.
He's breaks into this radio station one point, like, and doesn't like this radio DJ and grabs him by the hair and starts slamming his face onto the record thing, and it breaks his jaw off, and like he takes scissors and cuts his tongue out,
Damn.
and then drops his face onto the record, and the record's spinning with his tongue on it, and it starts making the record skip.
Obviously.
It's fucking brutal.
Records don't work otherwise.
And then he sets the record station on fire.
Jaws 3D is the greatest movie of all time. Blake, you're just
whoa,
stupid.
Whoa! Why would you say something so controversial?
Except he would eat the tongue. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hannibal.
no,
Lecter,
Hannibal
except,
would,
yeah,
yeah.
Hannibal would eat the tongue.
It's brutal.
I believe it.
It's brutal.
I'm not gonna watch it.
He face stomps some guy with his boot, which is a callback to the first
Okay,
one
well,
of the
this was
trilogy.
fun. You're just gonna keep on. You're just gonna keep on saying little tiny moments from the
I love
movie.
how this whole episode was just us talking about movies.
It wasn't
no,
the whole
that's
thing.
It was 95%.
It
You
was
know-
70%.
You know what this whole
No.
conversation has made me realize? Rob Zombie really is to Halloween what Michael Bay is to the Transformers franchise. Just a lot and a lot of yelling, and it not really making much sense. And then you have a movie. The Rob Zombie Halloween movies are brutal. Like, and I mean that in
I'm
that
Charlie.
Wait.
I'm Darren.
I mean that in a
Say
way.
goodbye, Creighton.
Goodbye, Creighton. I mean that in a way where nobody likes
Goodbye,
anybody.
everybody. I'm cutting him off.
Bye,
Good night.
guys.
Oh shit.